and welcome to Nerdio Commentaries playthrough of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. With you is Chaz.
And Casper.
And for the record, that is probably the last time I'm going to say the full title of this game because it is just too darn long.
I might pop in once in a while with the full title, but we shall have to see.
Have to see how things go. So this whole thing goes basically through the entire storyline of Dragon Ball Z going into Dragon Ball GT. So if you haven't seen it before, which there might be one or two people somewhere in the world, the deep recesses of the planet, who have not seen Dragon Ball Z, you'll get to see most of it here.
Or if you just haven't seen it in a long time, then it'll be a bit of a refresher course.
Although I try and mix things up a bit here because as you play through this game, it does take you through the main storyline. So it starts off with the Saiyan saga, but you have the option of using other characters sometimes. So I do kind of spruce things up a bit just to keep it interesting.
Yeah, can't you play with all these different minor characters that some people may never even heard of before?
Yeah, there's well, you get to fight General Tao sometimes.
Oh yeah, him.
He basically, his whole role in this, as you'll see many times, because he's an optional character to fight, he's basically a mugger.
That sounds like General Tao, alright.
Yeah, he just kind of randomly shows up in the stages sometimes. You can fight him if you want to. If you win, you get money from him. If you lose, I don't think anything really happens if you lose.
Well, it's a win-win then.
Yeah, he's just there for random beating ups.
Oh well.
So what do you think of the intro here?
The intro is very, very pretty, and Vegeta's head is much larger than Trunks' right there.
Well, he does have a big head.
He does, but I don't understand.
I
Anyway.
don't get that scene where Cell has the golden Uzaru behind him.
Yeah.
I don't see what those two have in common. Like, I always see that, and I think, look, Cell has a new puppy.
I'm assuming it's just for visual appeal, but...
And look, his puppy is back again.
Hooray!
He looks a little out of place with the other people.
A little, but that's fine.
Alright, so we're getting started with Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. There, I said it.
Hooray! And it was a dark and stormy night.
Yes, but it brightens up with all the energy glasses.
Press any button.
So, as my Wii had to be replaced when it died, we're going to be starting this all from scratch. So all my guys are starting off at level 1, and no stories have been unlocked yet. So you're basically seeing it from the beginning. So Dragon Adventure is the main story mode here.
Long ago.
We get the nice recap. I like how in the original Dragon Ball, when Goku was asking Master Roshi about the Dragon Balls, he had a legend that basically didn't work. I think he said originally like Mystics had created the Dragon Balls, kind of like what they said in the movie, the live-action movie that everybody loves.
I don't recall that, but it could have... Was it... You've just seen the English translation, right?
Yeah.
That must have been it.
Maybe, because it was just like a one-episode thing, and they just kind of glossed over it, really. But here we are.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm thinking that was definitely the English version, but I'm sure.
Yeah, a whopping 0% completed.
Hooray!
So, starting off in the Saiyan Saga, the first adventure is Mysterious Alien Warrior.
I wonder who it could be.
Oh my god, it's Sonic the Hedgehog! Just to warn everybody, yeah, we might be popping in a couple Dragon Ball Z abridged references.
But it's only because it's awesome,
Yeah.
so...
We'll try to keep them to a minimum, but hopefully later on it might be kind of hard to do that. Alright, so playing on level 2. Level 3 gets a little brutal later on, but level 2 is the average mode, so every time you start a new saga in this, it gives you like a recap. It actually kind of tells you the full story before you've actually gotten into it. So here he's saying the Saiyans have descended on Earth. Raditz is the first to arrive, and as you can see, they kind of already tell you Vegeta comes.
Yep. Not for several episodes yet.
Spoilers!
And by several, I mean a few dozen. Anybody cares to remember the... Oh, look, it's Piccolo.
Yes, let's start with the awesome adventures of Captain Piccolo. So every time you get to a new story event, there's this map screen that you can fly around on. And every yellow dot you see is like an optional thing you can go to. There's one spot that is the store. Fortune teller Baba has a shop that I'm going to right now. You can buy items here to power up your characters. But most of the time the other spots are people will just give you advice or tell you things about the game. And some of those...
I never listen to advice people about the game.
Yeah.
They know nothing.
It's good to check out these places, though, because, like I was saying, General Tao shows up in some of them, so you can get money by beating him up.
That thing was cute.
I know.
And I don't know what it was.
Me too. Yeah, so I didn't buy anything yet. You start off, I think, with some items anyway, so...
They always give you something.
Let's go to Kami's Lookout. I like how at this point in the Dragon Ball storyline they can fly up there, but the first time Goku went there he had to use his Myoibo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He had to climb up Korin Tower, and then from the top of that... Yeah, so here's Piccolo's first battle against Master Roshi. I remember that happening. Actually, yeah, no, this Piccolo never actually fought Roshi, did he?
I don't recall. I mean, it might have happened in Dragon Ball, but I don't think it ever happened in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it was King Piccolo that fought him in the original.
Yeah, they're two completely different people.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, they're...
It's the spirit of King Piccolo reborn as Piccolo that we know.
And Kami.
Yeah.
They're the same person, technically, in some weird way that may or may not make sense.
A weird way that only Akira Toriyama could conceive and make sense of. But, oh well, it works out because Piccolo's cool.
It sure does.
I was thinking the other day, this Piccolo here, I don't think, other than the Cybermen, he has actually killed anybody ever.
Thinking.
Because he first shows up in the last tournament, I think it was the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament. The only two people, he fights Krillin, doesn't kill him, and he fights Kami in that Shen guy in his body.
He killed Raditz and Goku technically, because remember he
was
doing
yeah.
that. So there you go.
Okay,
he killed someone. It's fine. It's fine.
He killed the main character too.
There you go. That was his quota.
Okay, yeah.
He probably kills someone somewhere else, but it's probably not important.
Because I was thinking too, it's like Vegeta when he eventually becomes a good guy. He actually did kill like a lot of Namex when he went to that planet. But I was trying to think, who has Piccolo killed? Even when he was evil.
Evil.
Yeah, he doesn't finish Nappa. Vegeta finishes Nappa.
Which was very sad.
Oh, well.
If you at all liked Nappa.
But
Which
hey,
I really didn't until the Emerge series.
Yeah, but like I say, it was kind of sad, but now we get Ghost Nappa.
Exactly. Yeah. Ghost Nappa.
Should probably talk about like the controls for some of this stuff, but yeah, we'll just let this fight go first.
Perhaps.
See the awesomeness of Piccolo getting beat up by Jackie Chun.
Good, Jackie Chun. You're not a parody at all.
No way. Well, I like how the name is obviously a parody, but he doesn't look anything like the character.
That would have been too much.
Yeah. I didn't realize at first watching the original Dragon Ball that Jackie Chun was Master Roshi until I kind of noticed the beard was the same, but I was like, but he's not wearing sunglasses. That kind of threw me. Oh, the hair too.
I don't remember whether or not I thought of it originally, but I'm sure there was something. It's been a very long time since I've seen the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah, there was a line from the movie with Ben Stiller in it called Mystery Men, where there's a character who's basically like a Superman character, and he, look, here's Hercule.
Or Mr. Satan.
Yeah.
If you watch the Japanese version.
Or the new English dubbed version,
yes,
too. They
included that.
I like the way they kind of rewrote it, saying that it's kind of like Mr. Satan is his wrestler or fighting name.
Yeah. At least they did a little bit where they referred back to the Japanese version.
Yeah, I always like when, even if they do two different versions, they sort of reference back to it anyway. Like, try and, combine the two. So, like, actually, talk about Sonic the Hedgehog for a second. In the American cartoon, they said chili dogs was his favorite food, which has never been referenced in the games at all. But the new games they're making, actually, chili dogs are his favorite food now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did they have chili dogs in... I don't know. It was one of the Sega games, Sega Genesis. I know they had chili dogs, but I didn't think they were of any significance other than you ate them and you got some points. And it was good. You jumped on them 3 times and they turned colors. I remember things.
I don't remember that one. I'll have to look back on that. So here's the big showdown between Piccolo and Raditz. And as the fight is about to begin, we'll catch you in the next part.
Hooray!